Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Testing 1 2, testing. What's up, Garrett? Garrett Clemens in the house. All right, tonight's game, we've got the Hornets. Hornets taking on the 76ers. The Joe Embiid-less 76ers. And tonight, the Hornets get Mark Williams back. Why is Mark Williams looking like a giant out there? Brandon Miller with the jumper. That's good. So the Hornets finally got both of their big guys back, Nick Richards and Williams. Williams is going to be relegated to, they say, short minutes, just trying to get him back into the NBA game. You know what I'm saying? But man, he's looking huge out there. Now, I will admit, I've got to also say that 76ers don't have their big man either. They don't have either one of them, Joe Embiid or what's the other guy's name? Yeah, him. All right, and I think the 76ers, we'll take a look at it here in a moment. I think the 76ers have only won 4 games, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, but this is a chance for the Hornets to get a win. However, if they've only won 4, we could look at it here in a second. One of the games they won was against the Hornets, of course. That's how it always is. But yeah, let's take a look at that right now. What in the heck? All right, there we are right there. Yeah, and as you can see right there, the Philadelphia 76ers are 4-14, 2-7 away. And the Hornets are 6-14, 5-7 away. I mean 5-7 at home. 5-7 at home. And there it is right there on November the 10th. The 76ers beat the Hornets by 2, 105-107. All right, to this point, Paul George with 5 points. Yabusele 4 points. Martin has not. That's KJ Martin has not scored yet. Maxey has 2, and Kelly Oubre with 9 already. Kelly Oubre, the ex-Hornet, always has a good game when he comes and plays against us. Brandon Miller 6 points. Salon has 3. Nick Richards has 5 points. Green and Meaches have not scored yet. LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, these guys are out. Slam dunk at the other end there. It's 22-14. 22-14. As you can see, we have the court tonight. That's what's up. All right, this is Green, gets that back out to Brandon Miller. He lets that go really quick. Rebound and alley-oop at the other end. And on all that, Brandon Miller's going to get called for a technical. Why, I don't know. Let's go. Can't win for losing. What's up, Daniel Berry Sports Highlight? Doing good, man. What's going on with you? Hornets record always trash. I swear. Good, good D Mark. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. All right, let's get on a run here. Got to play some defense. All right. Uh, so the younger Martin is on the 76ers. All right, Mark Williams with the ball gives this to. I think this guy's his name is Simpkins. No, that's a oh terrible pass by Nick Smith Jr. And oh yeah, that's the kid from Duke, number 20, that torched us the last time we played him. So we gotta keep him under wraps. Brandon Miller with the ball. A lot of dribbling, as the Hornets always do. The floater is good, however. 28-18, 10-point lead by the 76ers. Tyrese Maxey brings the ball down, gets to the elbow, gives it up. McCain with the scoop shot, no good, but draws the foul. Oh, that's going to be against the offense. McCain, he's a really good rookie, really good rookie. All right, for anybody that does show up today, I appreciate you guys. I know this is I came on a little bit late. Never have a good turnout when that is happening. But trying to get 50. Trying to get 50 views in here. We'll be good. Cody Martin with the score. It's still a 10-point lead with a minute and 8 seconds left in the first quarter. 76ers have 30 points. You know my rule. If you can score 30 points a quarter, you can win in the NBA. All right, illegal screen right there. Thirty to 20, 30 to 20. Hornets trailing. Paul George comes back into the game. Had a pretty good start. No one is talking in the group, you know. Mark Williams to the basket, can't hit the layup. The younger Martin twin gets it to Maxey in the corner. He drives baseline, step through, bounces it, and it is good. 32 to 20 as the first quarter comes to an end. The Hornets have the ball. This is Miller. Hasn't passed it yet. I absolutely hate our offense. Absolutely hate. No ball movement, just Miller going ISO one-on-one. Mark Williams with the rebound, but that's knocked out of bounds. So all that means is whoever is in ISO, they run our they determine whether we're going to win or lose. Basically, nobody else nobody else really helps because once that ball is in to like a Brandon Miller, uh, it's good if it goes. He misses it, and the Hornets glad to get out of that quarter, down by 12, 32 to 20. Yeah, like our offense is predicated on that one person because all we do is run ISOs. All right, we got a little timeout break. We're going to oh, there's one thing I definitely got to do, and then I'll be right back. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm Coach Gary. What's up? All right, had to take care of a little bit of business. We're back now for the duration. Hornets still trailing. All right, come on, Nick. Nick Richards at the free throw line misses the first. He's usually pretty decent. Even though they say the Hornets are dead last in field goal, excuse me, free throw percentage. I knew we weren't great, but I thought we were a little bit better than dead last. All right, 76ers with it. Moving the ball like I wish the Hornets would. They've already made three, maybe four passes. Martin with the floater. That is no good. It's kept in bounds by the Hornets. Micic brings it up the court on the right side. Crosses over. Goes down to Nick Richards. Nick Richards is fouled on the play. It's good to have the bigs back. It's good to have the bigs back. But as usual, sorry guys, got to stop walking out of the screen. Uh, it's good to have the bigs back, but as usual for the Hornets, wow. uh, as long as I've been on YouTube, as long as I've, you know what? Should I put my baby sister out there? Send me the information so I can subscribe. Wow. But you know what? Maybe that's the reason. Uh, they say the hardest people to get to support you when you're on YouTube is your family, and it's true. Your family and your close friends, they're the hardest. But I mean, it's how it is. And but I got to think too that people my age, they not really into YouTube like that. Like my demographics. I guess the my highest demographic is uh from like 28 to 35. So I had to look at it like that too. I had to look at it like that too. Maybe it's because they don't mess with YouTube like that. All right, Hornets miss but get the rebound. Micic drives at the free throw line. His jumper's no good. Rebound Martin for 76ers. 39-29. Look, three passes already by the 76ers. Paul George with the jumper. That's good for three. And the Hornets have to call a timeout. We have not learned in 7 8 years that ball movement is what gets us good shots. Ball movement is what gets your offense going. We're struggling right here, 29-42, and it's because we don't move the ball. Do not move the ball. Let's hang on, hang on, Junior. First Caesar, I'm already subscribed to you. Let Junior. They don't do it. They don't do it. They don't do it. I know my bro Caesar is, but guarantee you he's the only one. I'm not worried about the birthday. Okay, I ain't reading all stuff on it. But yeah, I ain't worried. That's how it is though. That's how it is. Junior first. But Caesar C is probably the only one. Yep, yep. That's how it is though. I tell you, that's how it is. That is how it is. That's how it is. Hang on, let me. I'm gonna do a little moving around here, guys. Let's see. All right, yeah, that's a little better. That's a little better. That's a little better right there. All right. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Honestly, and I'm not the only one saying this, but this is it's true. It's just how it is throughout. Even with the younger people, even the younger people say it's the hardest to get the people that know you to subscribe. I listen. I have experienced it one on one, face to face, face to face. Uh, here's a story. Just a quick story. Uh, on my wife's side of the family, my niece, she used to go with this guy, and he was off into music and stuff when he was younger. Uh, we've hung out. I know him really good. I've been with him to different. I've been with him to when I used to go to clubs, when him to club or whatever, stuff like that. Just stuff you do when you know people, and every function. I every function, you know what I'm saying. He used to be there, so we played basketball together. Knew this guy really good, right? And so but he and my niece, they sort of they parted ways, all right. But we still know each other, right? We still know each other, you know. And so saw this guy at a wedding. Saw this guy at a wedding, and this is before I got my minimum to get monetized. So I saw this guy at a wedding, and we start talking. So everybody that I knew that I talked to, of course, you trying to get your 1,000 subscribers. So I said, yo, I got no. Well, I didn't say it. I I didn't say. I think my wife brought up that I had a YouTube channel. So he said. So he was like, yeah. She was like, yeah, go. She talked. He was talking about music to my daughter. Then I think my wife said something about, yeah, go to my channel and subscribe. He was like, all right, yeah, I'll do it. I mean, just like that. All right, yeah, I'll do it. Right? And then she said, well, here, get the YouTube channel name so you can. He was like, don't worry about it. I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I said, I said, I said, I'll just, I said, I'll just give it to you. He said, no, I find it. That tell me how, and tell me that is not saying, I really don't want it. I really don't care. I ain't trying to subscribe to a channel. I'm like, dang, bruh. I mean, for me, if somebody was trying to do anything like that, I don't care what you're on. You say, hey, if I know you, you know, I know you, and you like, hey, subscribe. I'm gonna subscribe. Well, I mean, I'm not losing a thing from it. I just think some people are like, hey, I ain't gonna help them because you might end up making something off of them. Like, ain't no big deal. But that's how some people are. But anyway, we're here to watch a game, baby. All right, 48-31. Hornets are trailing 5:50. Oh yeah, my younger brother is go strong, Mark Williams. My younger brother, he's subscribed to. This right here, what you see right here, what I'm doing, except for this right here, this right here in the background, that's all. That's all, little bro. That the light, that's all, little brother right there. So some people will support you. All right, let me send this. Wow. Let's see. Coach GTV. All right, Hornets still trailing 33-48. A missed three. Oh, a rebound should have been gotten, wasn't gotten. Foul on the play here at the other end. Big number 28. That's going to be Yabusele. Misses the lay, but is going to the free throw line. Nah, that's not what I said. See, people are already getting stuff mixed up here. That is not what Big Brother said. Big Brother said this background right here, the green screen, the light. Yeah, that's all little brother right there. That's all little brother right there. That's what I said. I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that Caesar ain't helping because he is. Anybody that's subscribed is supporting. You know what I'm saying? And see, and Caesar know the deal. He know the deal because he's come in and said I support you and you've been in on my live. So that's not what I said. My what I what I said was the green. I'm talking about the green screen. The reason you guys see this back here is because of little brother. Cause heck, I didn't even know how you did it. I didn't know how people were doing it until he sent it. That's when I started looking stuff up. But that's what I meant there, bro. All right, let's see. Coach. And maybe maybe some of my young nephews have at least supported. I get it. Nobody, I don't think anybody in the family likes to do the sports thing like I do. So, I mean, nobody. It's probably nobody. Well, I don't even have to guess. I know nobody in the family is watching watching any basketball. Like not even really football. They maybe turn it on Sundays, but y'all don't watch it like that. Nobody in my family watches it like that. So no, they wouldn't be interested in uh, in what I'm doing right here. In fact, they probably look at it and be like, "Man, this is boring. I can't listen. I can't do this." Which I understand. I mean I understand. Not this part anyway, but the videos, yeah. Because even if you hated my voice, even people who hate the voice or whatever, at least what videos what last what no more than I try to make them no more than 10 to 12 minutes. So yeah, that part. All right, we are deep into the second quarter. Hornets are trailing. Why are the Hornets trailing? You ask. Hornets are trailing because we don't move the ball. That is the reason. The Hornets have the Hornets have talent. They have some skill, but the Hornets just do not. The Hornets do not move the ball. I mean, you can any team in the league that moves the ball with talent is a decent team because you don't really have to focus on one person. All right, but with limited players, Miller off. Oh, good rebound by Mark Williams, working hard, lays it in and good. That may be his first 2 points. It was his first field goal of the day. First field goal since he's been back. And this guy has been he's a Duke player. He's a Duke boy. But he has not played since maybe mid-year last year. So this is his first action. All right. 76ers without their big guns, if you will. Joe Embiid, still leading the Hornets. And Mark Williams is blocked right there, believe it or not. He looks like a monster out there. But he's got to get his sea legs back under him. All right, let's see how many times we pass the ball. Brandon Miller calling the screen. Hasn't passed the ball yet. Still dribbling. Almost loses it. Now he has to pass it because he did lose it. They get it right back to him. It's no creativity in the offense. I don't want to say it's boring, but it's what do you call it? It's predictable. It's just one guy dribbles the ball. If LaMelo Ball is out there, if LaMelo Ball is playing, it's the same thing. You come down, you might have we don't even do pre-passing anymore. If LaMelo Ball, if Brandon Miller brings the ball across the timeline, they don't pass it. They don't pass it unless they absolutely have to. And that is the problem with our offense. That is it. There's no sharing of the ball. Uh, we've heard coach say we got to move the ball, and but we don't move it. So I'm sorry, the offense has not changed for the Hornets in the past 7 or 8 years. It's the same thing. Even when Kimba was there, it still stuck. It was still Kimba, Kimba, Kimba. That's 3 passes right there for the 76ers. 4 passes to get a jump shot. They miss. All right. Miller has the ball. He brings it down. Miller still with the ball. Spin move in the lane. He shoots it. And he scores. That's what I'm saying. If whatever Miller does, whatever LaMelo does, that's what's going to determine how we do that game. 53-38, 2 minutes and 56 seconds on the clock. The floater is short, and the Hornets get the rebound. This is Martin. Cody Martin on the left side of the court. He drives the lane. Finger roll is good. And the Hornets 13 points down now, 40-53, 2 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock. Kelly Oubre in the lane. Nobody guards him. The jumper is no good. Nick Richards can't handle it. Even in that short amount of time, the 76ers passed the ball 4 times. 3 times. I give them 3. And with 2 minutes and 21 seconds, Paul George comes back into the game, and so does the rookie from Duke. All right, 76ers run a baseline play. They get it in to Yabusele. He sets the screen up top for George. George all the way down under the basket, off the glass is good. Right off the bench and scores 2 points. It's a 15-point lead with 2 minutes left on the clock. Cody Martin now with the ball. They get it to Green. Green drives, baseline, kicks it, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds to the Hornets. Brandon Miller gets it in to Nick Richards. They give it right to Brandon Miller, and that is it. You will not see another pass. Like I said, no pass, throws up a shot that hits nothing, and now the 76ers down the other end. All right, Paul George. He hasn't passed it yet. Step back jumper is no good. Rebound, Nick Richards gets it out to, I think that's Green. Cody Martin for 3. On 2 passes from the Hornets. Move the ball. That's the only thing I have against Coach Lee. Only thing I have against Coach Lee. It's his team. It's his responsibility to make sure that our offense is functioning. Yabusele. What's his name? Yabusele? Takes a 3. It's no good. Hornets with a minute on the clock. 2 passes. A quick 3. That is no good. Nick Richards with the rebound. He's going to be fouled on the play. And Nick Richards goes to the free throw line. One person in the chat, thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming and hanging out with the coach just for a little bit. Thank you, Garrett Clemens, for stopping by and leaving a comment in the chat. Thank you, Daniel Barry Sports Highlight, for coming by and leaving a comment in the chat. There's a possibility we might get 50 views tonight. Might get 50 views tonight. It is what it is. And the Hornets miss another free throw. Can't miss free throws when you're down like this. 44-55 with 50 seconds on the clock. Maxey hands that to Basali. Maxey to McCain. McCain stops in the paint. Loses the ball. Martin gets it under the basket. Good pass by Basali. It's short. Nick Richards with the rebound. Gets it to the other Martin brother on the Hornets side. They can hold, not quite for the last shot, but they will have maybe, it's going to be a good 8 seconds left on the clock. Brandon Miller with the ball, so you might as well forget about getting a pass. He loses it. And it's out of bounds. Out of bounds to the 76ers. He doesn't have to be fast. Brandon Miller they're not trying to pass the ball. What do you expect? Once Brandon Miller gets the ball, it's ISO. From the 3-point line over. Everybody else is standing around and watching. The offense is terrible. I'm sorry. I'm not a professional coach or whatever, but our offense is never going to be any good if we can't move the ball or don't move the ball. George gets in the corner. Martin for 3. Can't hit it. And that is what the first half looks like. 55-44. All right, so there's the first half. First half of the game. Once again, Key Hornets not playing, but for me, that is not the reason the score looks like this for the Hornets. The score is like this because the Hornets have no fluidity in their offense. The Hornets do not share the ball at all unless somebody else besides our guards bring the ball down. That is it. That's it in a nutshell. If Brandon Miller brings the ball down, the ball does not get passed. If LaMelo Ball brings the ball down, the ball does not get passed. Unless he drives and he makes the defense collapse, he'll kick it then. But for the most part, it's one-on-one. It's ISO. There's no movement. There's no looking for anyone else. The ball is given to and today there's no LaMelo Ball. So our offense, our main scorer right now, even though we're forcing him, we're force feeding him, is Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller brings the ball down. Brandon Miller dribble. Brandon Miller shoots. That's the offense. It's a horrible offense. It's a horrible offense. Like, move the ball around, bro. Move the ball. Try this. Let's move the ball around. Let's move the ball around for the first 12 seconds. Let's move the ball around to anybody who's open for the first 12 seconds. If they have a good shot or something under the basket, they're all NBA players. Let them, allow them to shoot the ball. Allow them to shoot the ball. Okay? If that does not work, if we don't get a score, in the first 12 to 15 seconds. All right, then let's move the ball around. Let's set a screen. Let's get the ball into your scorer's hands. Because now he's got at least 15 seconds. You know, we'll give him 12 seconds to find a shot. Instead of bringing the ball down the court, you get it across court. We got 20 seconds. And that one person dribble, just like he's doing right here, you know, and then shoots the ball. Nothing else. And Brandon Miller is not known as being a passer. He's not known as a guy to get you assists. You know, at least LaMelo Ball does it all. All right, let's take a look at the box scores. Paul George, 16 points already. Hey, you know what? I want to hear what my guy's saying right here.
The Hornets have not done that. We talked about Maxey. We talked about McCain in the pregame. We didn't really talk a whole lot about Paul George, and this man has shown up to play. Well, we talked about it a little bit.
All right, so there it is. Hornets not doing the little things. They're not doing the other things that you need to do when your superstars are not playing in the game. But the Hornets not doing any of it. They're not playing aggressive defense. We gotta pick it up. All right. But for me, the offense is really struggling. Like I say, 30 points per quarter, you can win games in the NBA. We scored 44 points. Right? That's 22 points average a quarter. All right, Paul George, 16 points. Yabusele, 5 points. KJ Martin has 4. Tyrese Maxey with 3. Kelly Oubre has 12 off the bench. Bana has 4 points. McCain, that's Jared McCain, has 9 points. And Council has 2 points. For the Hornets, Brandon Miller, 11 points. Salon has 5. Nick Richards with 10. He also has 10 rebounds already. Nick Richards, a double-double. Green has not scored. Micic has 3 points. Cody Martin with 7. Mark Williams, 4 points. Only 3 rebounds. Now, he's only played 9 minutes. But let's go, baby. Seth Curry, 2 points. And KJ Simpson with 2 points. Philadelphia outscored the Hornets in the first quarter, 32-20. And wow, the Hornets outscored Philly in the second quarter, 24-23. Field goal percentage, the 76ers shooting 46% from the field. That's good. 38% by the Hornets. Philly shooting 40% from the three-point line. Hornets 21. Free throw shooting, Philly 66.7. Hornets 72.2. Neither team shooting it great. But Philly's only shot 3. They've hit 2. The Hornets 18. They've hit 13. Rebounding, the Hornets out-rebounding Philly by 3, 20-23. Your assists, there it is right there. One of the biggest, right there. Philly 15, the Hornets 7 assists. 5 steals by Philly, 2 by the Hornets. There's your block steals. Turnovers, Philly has 5, the Hornets have 10. And points in the paint, an edge by Philly, 24-20. And other NBA action, Washington trailing Cleveland 42-60. Milwaukee over Detroit 78-59 at half. Orlando trailing the Knicks 32-47. Indiana is trailing Toronto 23-33. The Utah Jazz just started against the Oklahoma City Thunder. They lead 4-2. That's Oklahoma. And that is about it. So we're going to take a little break and we'll be right back. Yeah, see if we can get 20 views on this one. It's going to be a struggle. All right. So out of the halftime, no one has scored yet. Brandon Miller with the ball. Gets it down to Nick Richards. And a slam dunk is there. 10 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third. Look at there. 3 passes already by the 76ers. Maxey gets to the free throw line. Kicks back out to Yabusele. Yabusele short on the 3-point shot. And Brandon Miller with the ball. Will he pass it one time? Screen set at the top. He pulls a 3. Hits a 3. Brandon Maxey brings the ball across the timeline. Gets that to Paul George. Paul George on the right side. Tries to get it to Yabusele under the basket. It is knocked out of bounds. Still to the 76ers. They've got 8 seconds to score. 49-55. Coach Lee on the bench right now. He won't be sitting for long. They get it to Maxey. Maxey pulls a 3-point jumper. It's good. Yeah, if he gets hot, it's definitely curtain for the Hornets. And a turnover, a middle school turnover by Micic. 58-49. 9 minutes, 52 seconds in the third. Maxey gets that Paul George. He goes to his right side. Paul George still dribbling the ball. Now he comes out and passes it. Gets it to Maxey. Maxey with the crossover. Gets to the free throw line. The floater is no good. Rebound, Salam. Salam brings it down the court himself. Gets it to Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller off the glass. Too hard. Can't hit it. Nick Richards flies in there trying to get it. Does not get it. This is Kelly Oubre. Hands that to Paul George. Paul George drives to the free throw line. Now he finds Martin. KJ Martin in the corner by himself. The jumper is good. And a little bit of run by the Hornets is dampered, is put out by the 76ers. Micic to his left, off the glass, draws the foul. They want to know where the foul came from. (49-61). Hornets made a little run there, and then the 76ers promptly put that spark out. Hornets' only success, if you ask me, has come when that ball has moved a little bit. Go ahead and get it out of Brandon Miller's hand real quick. You can always get it back to him. I mean, for me, I can see that. I'm sure other people can see that, but that is not what they see there in the Hornets camp. It's either Melo, it's Miller. Dribble the ball, the whole shot clock. All right, let's see what happens here. Micic hits both of his and cuts it to a 10-point lead. Maxey on the left side. Now he comes back to the left. It was on the right. Gives it to Paul George off the screen. He shoots it. And he's fouled shooting a 3-point basket. Okay, it was on the ground. Got him before the gather. Right there. Okay, got you. Thank goodness. 12 seconds on the clock. Maxey finds George on the right side. He dribbles to his right. Pull-up jumper is no good, but Yabusele gets his hand on the rebound, and the Hornets think it's going to go out. It's actually out on Yabusele, but no. Oh, don't challenge. Come on, Nick. You knew you hit it, bro. Oh, okay. Okay. That ball did go out on Yabusele's hand. And I think there's going to be a challenge by the Hornets. But I'm telling you, I've seen challenges that look this clear look this clear, look this simple to be called, and they're not changed. You just say there's not enough not enough there to change it. For example, like the catch by Thielen this past Sunday from Bryce Young, the touchdown pass. I have to go over and really understand the definition of a catch in the NFL now. I mean, they say if you hit and the ball moves any bit, there's any bit of movement when you hit the ground. I guess even if the ball doesn't touch the ground, it's not a catch. To me, it's simply crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. There's got to be some type of I don't know this. There got to be some type of leeway in that call. Adam Thielen goes up, makes a diving catch in the air, catches the ball, had a foot down, had a knee down, elbow comes, elbow lands in bounds. It was in bounds. I don't care what you say. The replay we saw, it was close, but you gotta call that. That's the elbow is in bounds. It is in bounds. It's in bounds. He falls out of bounds after the knee and the elbow. And they are looking at whether the ball moved or rotated when he hit the ground. Even if even though the ball never touched the ground, he hung on to it. It never touched the ground. They're saying, I guess, because it may have moved or they couldn't tell whether it moved, they couldn't call it. They couldn't change it. You better watch what you call them. All these woke individuals. Oh, speaking of being woke, uh, it was the woke left, right, that got the name of the uh, Redskins changed to the Commanders, and now I think they're making a petition now that they changed the name back, and they finally went to who we knew all along. Someone had went to and asked the Native Americans how they felt about it because that's what the woke. That's why the name was changed because people who um, are not even natives, you know. Brandon Miller with the three. A little bit of movement right there in that offense. Eventually to get it to their shooter. And it works. 54-61. Uh, the woke movement, people decide, look, we're going to take the face of a redskin, of an Indian off the helmet because it's what? They're trying to say it's racist or whatever. And then come on, Brandon Miller. Just the offense is terrible. It's terrible, man. Just one person shoots all the shots. Good gracious. Paul George, sneak attack, 2 points and a foul. Yeah, so the woke individuals decide, it's racist. It's not, we're not being, what's the word? Uh, not showing any type of empathy for them to have their face on the helmet. Never considering what the natives think about it. And then finally, now, what was it? 3 years, 3 years of it. Finally, finally somebody listens or goes and gets. I don't know why they even decide this, but now they're starting to listen to the Native Americans who say, "Look, we thought it was we thought it was respectable. We thought it was we were proud of that on the helmet. Every time you see it on the field or whatever." Micic to the basket. Left hand layup is blocked, but gotten back by Salon. Kicks it out to Brandon Miller, but is a shot clock violation. 7 minutes and 7 seconds on the clock. And so now I think they are making, trying to make some moves and changing the name back to the Redskins. Just absolutely crazy. Well, hey, what's on the Chiefs helmets? I mean, that's just Kansas City Chiefs. What's on the Chiefs helmets? I've forgotten. But yeah, the Redskins may be getting their true name back. The Commanders may be getting their true name back. Oubre, 5 seconds to shoot, finds it, gets the Yabusele for three. He misses. Rebound, Micic, 54-64. Lead passes off the backboard and it goes right back to 76ers. This is Paul George gets it to Maxey. He can't hit it, but rebound by Yabusele and gets it to Kelly Oubre. And Kelly Oubre is going to say that they're going to say that that is a what do you call it, a gold 10, and they're going to give Kelly Oubre 2 more points. 6:20 on the clock. Another quick shot by Brandon Miller. He hits it. It's for three. Just a little bit of noise there in the background. Yeah, so we may be seeing the Redskin mascot back in Washington. Maxey with the bounce pass, and I think this is Martin. KJ Martin is going to be fouled on the play. He's going to the free throw line. Just movement, man. Just movement with the ball for the 76ers. Just movement. Anybody that moves the ball on the Hornets will win. All right. Martin hits the first. Diabate comes in for the Hornets. I hadn't seen him. Kelly Oubre and Paul George take a seat. So does Yabusele. The Martin twins on the court, 11 and 16. Free throw is good. Both free throws good by Martin. You ain't lying. They're fraternal twins, but they look identical. Hornets, they have to move the ball now. Simpkins going to the basket, and an offensive foul is going to be called against the Hornets. All right, looks like the 76ers going to double team Miller when they get a chance, which could go into the Hornets' uh, favor because now they'll have to move the ball a little bit. Hey yo, they got to keep up with each other, right? They guys like, yo, bro, I'm have a high fade like this, even though you're in Charlotte and I'm in Philly. Gonna have a high fade, and then we're gonna have it braided on top, right? So I don't care. We don't care. I don't care what you how you braid it. We definitely got to have the high fade and the bangs in the front. You know they got to call each other and talk about that. All right, two free throws by the 76ers pulls this or makes this a 70-57 game. Simpson, new guy for the Hornets because everybody keeps getting hurt, hands it to Martin. Martin to Diabate. Diabate back to Martin. Martin stays on that baseline, loses it. Another turnover by the Hornets. Maxey brings it down, gets it up to Martin. He swings it to the corner for the Duke boy. And another 3-point basket. And just as simple as moving the ball. Brandon Miller to the basket. Hits the lay. Philly up the court quickly. McCain shoots it. Can't score. Hornets get the rebound. It's going to be Miller. Brings it down. Miller. Dribble, dribble. Dribble. Dribble, dribble. Still dribbling. Now he has to pass it. Gets it to Diabate. Diabate to Martin in the corner. Martin for three. Can't hit it. Rebound, his brother Martin. McCain for three. They keep leaving him open, and he keeps doing the same thing. Splashing the three. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. Why we can't do it, it kills me. Simpson gets across the timeline. 76-59 is the score. 4 minutes on the clock. Simpson still dribbling, trying to get it to Martin. It's not there. He pulls the three. He misses the three. Diabate gets his hand on it, but Maxey with the rebound. Up the court they go. Another 3-point basket. This time it's missed. Simpson on the right side. Martin, long three. Can't hit it. And for the Hornets, it's 3 and out. 3 and out. Not hitting it, but still shooting it. Diabate over the back for the rebound, but it's going to be a foul. 76-59. 76-59. Mark Williams has made a couple of appearances in the game. They may not put him back out there tonight. Maxey at the free throw line with 3 minutes and 36 seconds left in the third. He hits it. And 76ers continue to stretch that lead. 18 points right now. Hey, thank you guys for coming in and hanging out. I'm pretty sure we got at least one like. Thank you for hitting that like button. Kino X, is that X? Magazine. EXE magazine. What's going on? Embiid, sorry. Look, it don't even matter because even if he doesn't play against the Hornets, our offense is terrible. Because, look, that's all we do is shoot threes. That's it. We shoot threes. There's no ball movement. That's it. That's it. We get it to our superstar. I mean, he's the best thing as far as scoring that's out there, Brandon Miller, because LaMelo's not playing tonight. But, all right, so even our superstar is not on the court. Maxey. But look how 76ers move the ball. Martin, layup, no good. Hornets have the numbers. Let's see if they take advantage of it. Nick Smith Jr. picks up his dribble. They get it to Martin in the corner. He shoots a three. Terrible three. Like, that's the Hornets' MO. There you go. Go to the basket, somebody. Nick Smith Jr. to the basket for the lay. Hey, Gilbert Arenas, even though I don't mess with Gilbert. He was talking knowledge, man, just some good information about how many threes teams take and how many they miss, and like how they could be taking shorter, easier shots and getting more points, and how many threes you got to take to get a certain amount of points. All right, 3-point shot by 76ers is no good. Rebound, Salon gets that to Nick Smith Jr. Salon out by the three. He takes a heck of a long three, and he hits it, though. All right, see, the Hornets get a little mini run going, and 76ers do exactly what they should do. They call a timeout. It's 64 to 78. 64 to 78. And Coach Lee, the fire that he once had in this team at the beginning of the year has been doused a little bit. He's getting a taste of what's going on. And I'm just wondering, Is this does this guy believe in this offense? Is Coach Lee the one that's responsible for running this type of offense that we run? Oh, that's bad how they doing that lying. But I'm just wondering, is Coach Lee responsible for the offense? Is Coach Lee saying, okay, and every day in practice when we work out, every day in practice when we scrimmage, that's what you see. You see one guy come down because they probably, I mean, they probably have at times they probably do have Miller and Lamelo on the same group on the same team. They probably do. They probably have the first group going against the second group, but that's what you see every day, and you think that works because it works against our team. Like for me, how long does it take to see that that is part of the problem? That's part of the problem. Do you want to win games? I mean, really, there are probably three. Let's say 3 games this year we could have won if there was more ball movement. Even though the Melo ball was hot, hitting shots from everywhere. Everybody else is just standing around watching him do his thing. All right. The difference between Melo and Miller and other guys is Melo he's a like a pass first type of guy who has learned how to take over and score. You know, so if Lamelo has the ball, there might be some more assists, but right now, none. All right. So before they get back to playing, let's see if we can look at the assists as I change the score. All right, tomorrow night the Tar Heels will be playing Alabama. That should be a decent game. All right, let me take let's. I just want to take a look at the assists. See have they even improved a little bit for the Hornets. All right, assists. Now the Hornets have 12. They ended the half with I think it was 5 or 7, something like that. All right, so they have a little bit, a few. They are out rebounding the 76ers. All right, however, the 76ers are hitting 43% of their shots, so it may not be getting a whole lot of rebounds coming off anyway. All right, so now the Hornets have the ball. That's 3 more passes without Miller on the court. 5 passes. Martin's got to shoot the ball. It was good defense. It's not enough movement right there, especially when you get the ball at the top with the free throw. I mean, excuse me, the shot clock going off. You gotta, you can't dribble left and right. You gotta go one side or the other and try to get to the basket. All right, a steal by the Hornets is Salon. What would he do with it? 2 steps. The layup is no good. The putback is good. That was Tijon all by himself. 78-66 is the score. Third quarter, 46 seconds left. Caleb Martin hands it off. This is Paul George back on the court being guarded by Diabate. Diabate stays on his feet. Oh, push off. Come on, ref. But that kid right there, that rookie, he's a baller. All right, this is Simpson with the ball. Simpson gets it to Nick Smith Jr. for 3. Nick Smith Jr. hits the 3. So he gets 2 of those back. 11 seconds on the clock. 69-80. Paul George brings across the timeline. Paul George pulls up for a 3 and misses it. 1 point on the clock, 1 second on the clock. Shot is no good. And that is the end of the third quarter. We just went over some of the stats. We'll go over the box scores here in a minute. But yeah. Hornets just don't have it. Don't have the firepower, and at this point, not able to stop the 76ers from doing anything. But I think it all stems too from our offense. All right, so what do I say? 60. I meant 30 points per quarter can win you games. Neither team is averaging that right now. All right, the 76ers are 10 points down. 30 points per quarter. They should have 90. Hornets also. The Hornets only have 69. So they have one quarter to try to make this up. And what they've got right now, just not going to get it. Brandon Miller will probably come back in the game. That will definitely slow the movement of the ball. As you can see, LaMelo Ball's not playing. Miles Bridges not playing. Another guard not playing. These guys are the ones who score the most points for the Hornets. None of them are playing. I would, you know what I would love to see? I would love to see this lineup. I would love to see LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, Brandon Miller. What's the other guard's name? The other guard we've got, I cannot remember his name right now. And maybe Nick Richards starting. You know, that's four guys who can get buckets for you. Well, Miles Bridges hadn't been doing a great job of it, but they're four guys that can get buckets for you. I wish Miles Bridges would go to the basket more. He's one of the guys who he sits out there and shoots threes just like everybody on the Hornets team. You know, like I said, listen to Gilbert Arenas sometimes, and he makes sense. He makes sense, even though I don't mess with him like that. He does make a lot of sense. How he explains how offense should be played, but yeah, the Hornets just don't. All right, Miller still on the bench. There's my man right there. What did he play for? Miami, or he played for an ACC team right there? Hornets just picked him up. He's on a two-way. All right, Paul George comes out in the third quarter, starts, goes to the basket, kicks that out. Martin with a three. It's good, and I think that is how the fourth quarter is going to go. 83-69. Nick Smith Jr. pulls up. The short jumper is too short. Rebound, Kyle Lowry. Paul George drops that off on the baseline. Martin picks it up. Ball is loose. McCain to the basket. Layup is no good. Rebound, Salon. He brings it down the center of the court. He's picked up by Paul George, and he gets it over to Simpson. Back to Tajon. Now they find Nick Smith Jr. Nick Smith Jr. back to Salon. He shoots a long three. That's no good. Rebound. Simpson with the steal. All steals that rebound. Simpson with a floater over the rim, over the front of the rim, and it's good. Hornets break 70, 71-83, still trailing. Paul George brings it across the timeline. He's on that ugly Hornets logo right there with that, I don't know, these floors they have. Terrible for this, whatever this cup is. He gets it, a bounce pass on the baseline. Hornets miss it. Salon comes out of there with the rebound. He slows it down, doing too much dribbling, but he finally gets it to Martin. Martin throws a pass to Nick Smith Jr. Nick Smith Jr. off the glass for the jumper. That's just knowing basketball right there. Most people would have done a turnaround jumper and just try to put it over the rim. He put it right on the glass. Scottie Pippen like 73-83, another 10-point deficit by the Hornets. They have come all the way back from 18. Bank shot. All right, foul on the play. It was on the floor, so it's still going to be 76ers ball. Kyle Lowry out there now. I don't like Kyle Lowry either because he got traded to the Hornets. He was like, I ain't playing. I ain't even going to play for the Hornets. That's all right, Kyle. Kyle. All right, Yabusele is called for the illegal screen. Knocks down Simpson. I think his name is Simpson. This is a new guy to the Hornets. All right, 83-73. 9 minutes, 32 seconds on the clock. This is Diabate. Hands that off to Nick Smith Jr. Nick Smith Jr. with Kyle Lowry on him. He gives it up. Don't give it up. You got Kyle Lowry. It's on Kyle. Kyle Lowry with the Mr. Freeze haircut. What kind of haircut is? I don't know. Oh, he got a little man bun going on there. Hornets get it in. Martin for three. Martin hits the three. It is down to a 7-point lead, but this is when the 76ers come back. They make their run. Like, deny Paul George the ball. Don't even allow him to get it. Paul George behind the back pushes off. Salon still dealing with him. He gets Martin off the baseline. The layup is no good, but he's fouled on the play. It's going to be Caleb Martin. They're going down to the other. Oh, okay. That was a goal 10. I got you. It was goal 10, so the points count 85-76, like I said. Hornets, they try to fight back, but then Philly always responds. Simpson stops on the logo. He goes to his left side to the basket. Ball is stripped out of bounds to the 76ers. Kyle Lowry with one of the ugliest hairstyles on the court. Yeah, I mean, good defensive play, but that's old school. That's what I do. That's old man thing right there. All right, just Tyrese Maxey goes in to Yabusele. Yabusele, same thing. Ball is stripped off of Yabusele's leg, and he's like, hey, we want to take a look at this. And even the people in the stand are saying, nice call. Nice. Yeah. You need to review this. All right, here's a good look at it. Yabusele. Well, really, when you look at it, you didn't call a foul. That ball did not go off of Simpson's hand because Simpson definitely fouled the heck out of Yabusele. So I isn't it the call that's on the court unless you see something that is completely different, a clear cut call, you can't change it. You're not supposed to change it, right? That's what I see. So I saw him. He hit his hand. That's a foul. That doesn't mean the ball goes off of the defender. All right. It was last in Yabusele's hand, so that should mean it's still Hornets ball, right? We'll see. Is that correct? Yeah, that's what I think. All right, let's take a look at these scores. Paul George leads all scorers with 19 points. Yabusele, 5 points. KJ Martin has 9. Maxey has 8. Kelly Oubre with 14. And the bench players, Caleb Martin, 5 points. Bona with 6. Or Bana with 6. And Jared McCain has 17 points. Council has 2. It is going to be Hornets ball. The alley-oop is good. Nick Richards back on the floor. My bad. Brandon Miller leads all scorers with 22. Salon has 10. Richards with 14. Cody Martin also has 10. So we'll get back to the game. (78-85). Maxey gets into the corner. Kyle Lowry misses the 3. Brandon Miller with the 3. Hits it. Huh? No. All right, Brandon Miller back in the game. It is a 4-point lead by the 76ers. Maxey shoots a 3, misses it. It is tipped out back to the 76ers, so they will score this time. Paul George shoots a long 3 and hits it. Gets the 3 right back. It's not scripted, but you got to know what's going to happen. Kyle Lowry guarding Martin. I don't know why Martin won't go by his old tail. Brandon Miller with the quick 3. In the face. In the face. Back to a 4-point lead. 6 minutes and 38 seconds on the clock. 88-84. 76ers. Paul George being guarded by Martin. Another 3. That's good. Paul George pushes it to a 91-84 lead. Oh, a pass. I don't believe it. Come on, Nick. Nick Richards goes to the corner. Cody Martin thought about the 3. Goes baseline. Gets it to Nick Richards, and Nick Richards has fouled. Kyle Lowry with the foul. All right, Nick Richards back at the line. He's not shot the ball particularly well from the free throw line tonight, but he rattles in the first one. Let me see if my boy Dave is streaming. Nick hits both. Paul George with the ball. Doesn't want to give it up. It's on the floor. 5 seconds to shoot. Oh, they gave it to Oubre. He can't hit it. Hang on to the ball. There you go. Way to fight for it. I don't know whose ball it is, but don't just give it to him. Your boy Dave. Man, can't find it. All right, it's going to be a jump ball. '76's with it. Yabusele throws it away. Paul George zigged. Yabusele thought he was going to zag. Goes out of bounds. Another 3-point shot by Brendan Miller. And even though the Hornets' offense is terrible, and I think we can make it so much easier for them, hey, like Dave says, they stay in the games. They stay in the game. All right, Dave is not streaming today. Is it 95 or 91? 91. We'll get that right here in a minute. All right, yeah, your boy DT Dave is not streaming today. All right, so we have a timeout on the court. Timeout on the court. Hornets trying to hang in there. But like I always say, I think it would be much easier if we had more movement in our offense, if we use more than just one guy. But I mean, right now, Miller is hot. So imagine having an offense where you have Miller, Melo. Gosh, what is my man's name? The other guard. I know there's no one in here listening, but the other guard for the Hornets that's hurt. Imagine having those three guys out, and each one of them have been taught in our offense that, hey, you don't have to do it all yourself. Or you have Melo breaking them down and dishing into one of these guys. And then you got listen, if Miles Bridges doesn't get it together, he ain't got to be out there, you know what I'm saying? But to have him out there going to the basket strong, him and Nick Richards, dude. All right. 76ers moving the ball as they usually do. This is Tyrese Maxey to the basket. Layup is good. Josh Green, too much dribbling. If it's not one, it's the other. (93-89), 4 minutes and 41 seconds on the clock. Was that Josh Green or Simpson? One or the other. Yeah, Green. Well, okay, I can't say it was too much dribbling. He just Paul George with good defense. That's what that was. All right, George will be on the free throw line with that heavily taped knee. Is that knee? Years of work, years of playing ball. He hits the free throw. Yeah, listen, that's another reason why these guys get paid so much, because in their old age, Whew, you gotta believe that's gonna cut down on their mobility and what they can do. They'll be able to do a lot of things through pain, but they're gonna have pain. All right, the Hornets come down. They move the ball just a little bit, trying to get it to Brandon Miller. And Kelly Oubre is going to be called for the foul, holding Brandon Miller. They know they're trying to get him the ball. Man, play something off of that. Play something off of that, man. Like, you know, you're trying to get it to one guy. Maybe you can have Miller set a screen on his way. Like, double team. We got to get rid of it. Go strong, baby. Good tip. Layup by Simpson, and Nick Richards gets the tip, puts it back in. 95-94. Another 4-point lead by the 76ers. Yabusele with a bloody nose. That happened at the other end. Nick going up to get that tip. Accidentally hit Yabusele in the nose. Or on the nose. Andre Drummond is the other big. There he is on the bench. Yeah, you guys, I don't know if some of you don't remember, he had a crush on Cat from Sam and Cat. No, that looked weird. As big and tall as he is, and Cat actually went out with him a couple of times. All right, 95, and her name's not Cat, but that's all I know her from Sam and Cat. All right, Ariana Grande and the little mean girl. All right, 95-91. George, that's not George. That's Martin. KJ Martin loses the ball. All right, two people in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. And if you hit that like button, thank you. Let's see. Yep, exactly. 2 likes. Appreciate the 2 people in here and the 2 people who hit that like button. All right, Brandon Miller gets it. Hands that back to Simpson. Cody Martin with the movement. Nice call, coach. Very good. That's what I'm talking about. Use Brandon Miller for another reason. They're keying on him. Let him set a screen. And Cody Martin wide open. It is a 2-point game with 3 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock. Tyrese Maxey stops at the free throw line. The fall away is no good. And the Hornets save it. Missed shot. Watch Brandon Miller. Now they're going to go right back to ISO. Brandon Miller. Coach calls the timeout. I don't know, Coach. They came for that double team. You might as well. I don't know. Let's get that ball out of his hands. Yeah, and then take advantage of them double team, and who knows what could have happened in that play right there. All right, so once again, the Hornets, even though starting off slow, they managed to find a way to stay in this game. Hornets missing their top guy, LaMelo Ball, missing Miles Bridges, who could give you some help. But I think Miles was trying to come. I don't know. I want to say come back. Just looked like he didn't do anything over the summer, and so you got to believe that this is gonna. He's been out 2, going on 3 weeks. You got to believe this is just going to. Look at that. Yes, that look beautiful. 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 Use Brandon Miller to set a screen. Yeah, you gotta believe it's gonna be like Miles Bridges starting all over again when he does get back. So that's gonna be terrible. And that also means that all he's gonna be doing is out there shooting free throws. He don't get no rebounds. He don't go to the basket, go to the free throw line. I don't think there's anybody else that started off doing Hornets live streams that's still doing it as much as I do. Sam Dracula. Let's see if Sam Dracula's on today. All right, the Hornets get it in, and they are going to think they got to shoot a three. This is Simpson. All right, that was a shot right there. You ain't got to get it to Brandon Miller. Simpson drawn to the basket, high off the glass, but he's fouled on the play. KJ can go to, not K, yeah, well, Simpson can go to the free throw line and tie this up. And he hits the first. All right, Sam Dracula is not streaming. Hey, nobody. No. Let's see. And the Hornets tie it up. Yeah, Sam Drac is not streaming. Paul George. He's going to take this over, shoots it from the top of the key, hits it. It's like ice. It's like butter. And the 76ers go back up. 2 minutes and 49 seconds on the clock. They get it to Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller. It's going to be double team. Got to get rid of the ball. He does. They get it to Nick Richards. He kicks it. Oh, what a tip. Didn't go in, but the Hornets still retrieve it. They get it to Nick Richards. Oh, come on, ref. You got to call that foul. It's a late foul, but it is definitely a foul. And that's going to send Nick Richards to the line unless the 76ers decide to challenge this. They lost a challenge. So I don't even know if they have a challenge. Yes, Sam Dracula is not. Let me look up live stream. Live stream. Nick Richards gets the first free throw. Live stream. Nick hits both, ties it back up. Should the, well, see, 76ers got two scorers. So even if you double team Paul George, he can find Tyrese Maxey. Yabusele to the basket. Yeah, Nick Richards couldn't get back in time. Brandon Miller. Signs Richard. The finger roll is no good. Misses the finger roll. Yeah. We got some live streams of the Hornets game, but I think this is these are people who actually can play the game. Miller for three, it's good. The Hornets take the lead. Philadelphia 76. Let's see, is this all right? This is somebody doing it. Maxey gets fouled on the play. It's 100-99. Maxey is going to go to the free throw line. Can we get to 500 likes to save RB sanity? Why not? Maxey at the line. Maxey hits the first. I'll give him a ding. Oh, subscribers only. I got you, bro. I got you, bro. Tyrese Maxey hits both. Hornets with a minute and 12 seconds. It's almost a turnover. Oh, Nick fouls Maxey on the turnover. So, all right, we got a few people. We got a few people doing this but these are all Philly fans. Another subscriber only mode. Subscriber only mode. These guys, let's see how many subscribers this guy got. I don't even I can't see his name, but he's a Philly fan. Maxey hits the free throw, of course. It's 101, 102 to 100. All right, who was JS whatever live? Okay. Maxey misses the second. Hornets still got a lead. Still got a chance. 102, 100. Now with 1 minute on the clock, they cannot afford to make mistakes right here. Stop picking your dribble up. Let's go. They're not going to let him do it. Somebody else get open. Move. Oh, my gosh. That's too much, man. Dang. I don't like that, man. Just like, if you don't have anything, give it up. Give it up. Miller, I know you're hot, but dang, if you don't have anything, you see these guys double team, find somebody, give it up. Sit down, Kyle Lowry. I do not mess with Kyle Lowry. Yabusele laid him out. That's a foul right there, buddy. And the Hornets are in the bonus. And Simpson hits the free throws. One person in the chat. 44 to 102. 101 to 102. Take out Lowry. And the newbie steps up and hits both. And we have yet another timeout. It's tied up. Hornets still in it. Let's go, Hornets. Let's do it, Hornets. Nobody in the chat but me watching the Hornets. Sam Jackler doesn't even stream the Hornets anymore. My boy Dave is not streaming tonight. The only reason I can find somebody streaming the game is because they are 76ers fans. I'm the only Hornets fan in the house. BL Live. I might have to do some of that. Bro. I'm gonna have to do some of that. What some of these guys are doing. No sound, no voice, no sound. Just come on and see how many people we can get in the chat right here. But I gotta find an app like this. See how many videos you got there, bro. Pretty much, a whole lot, really.
Chance at winning on the road, the Cavaliers need to improve their defense and maintain high-level play of the entire game.
All right, Maxey brings the ball up the court. It's a tie game. Maxey to the basket. It is last touch by the Hornets. I think that's Salam standing there with his hands up. 36.5 seconds on the clock. Maxey to trigger this in. Throws it in. Gets it to Martin. Martin back to Maxey. Maxey being guarded by Caleb Martin. Layup is good. Straight to the basket. Straight to the basket. Just so quick, nothing you can do about it. Or nothing we can do about it. Maxie, get off the court, bro. What are you doing? Like, you got the lead. Why would you go mess with the ref? Like, why do they why do they do that? You got a timeout, you going to talk to the refs. It really didn't. Maxie, he never moved, bro. All right, so the Hornets down by 2 points. Still talking to him. He never jumped, bro. The play is done. What are you worried about? I mean, what are you arguing about? Get back. Go play ball. All right, 2 point lead with 29.7 seconds on the clock. 24 seconds for the Hornets to shoot. What do you think is going to happen? Who's going to get the ball? Of course. But you got Salon out there too. Of course, if Brandon Miller has an open three, you're going to throw it to him. Why don't you just give it to? What are you doing? Oh, he gave it. Wow. Wow, that was the play? That was the play. You got to shoot that, bro. Yeah, I thought he's been shooting it. Like, and at least if you get to the basket right there, you put it on the glass, right? Maxey to the line. He hits it. 24.1 seconds on the clock. I think that right there is it for the Hornets. Unless there's a 4-point play. 102-105. Play was set up good. I don't know why Brandon Miller decided he didn't want to shoot that. Like, we've been shooting everything. We were 3 points down, right? If I'm not mistaken, we were 3 points down. 4 points down now. Nick to the basket. Still 16 seconds. It's a 2-point game. Almost a steal. And they end up getting it to Maxey, who is a great free throw shooter. Nine seconds still on the clock. 104-106. Maxey hits the first. He made it kind of interesting. He hit every part of the rim before it went in. So, it's a 3-point game with 9 seconds on the clock. Maxey can secure the victory right here. And he does. That is it, even though it is going to be a timeout. A couple of plays right there. The Hornets could have done a little bit better there at the end of the game, but it is what it is for the Hornets. I do think there was a little bit more ball movement there at the end of the game there in the fourth quarter for the Hornets, but it's 108-104 right now. And, yeah, I think that's about it. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the stats like I usually do. Thank the few people that came in tonight, and we will see you tomorrow night. Definitely, Carolina takes on Alabama. 108 to 104. Hornets fought valiantly as they usually do, or they have this year. $104. Hornets come back in to the game, uh, down by 4. They get to they get to do they get to throw it in on their end of the court. Martin. They run the same play to the opposite side. This time it does not work. And that will be it, ladies and gentlemen. With 4.2 seconds on the clock, 76ers get a layup. And Yabusele just like, okay, we seen it happen a few minutes ago. We're definitely not going to let the same play happen this time. And Yabusele steals it. It would have been a tough win for the Hornets anyway if they were able to make that play work. But it's a turnover there at the end of the game, and there's your end score right there. 110-104. 76ers beat the Hornets again. 76ers now have 5 wins, 2 of those over the Hornets. And it's just games like that. You hate it, man. You hate it. They're close, but it's just things that the Hornets do that take them out of contention for winning. And a lot of times it's at the beginning of the games. The lack of movement in the offense. And this is what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and look at the team stats first. All right, field goal percentage 46-44, 76ers. 3-point shooting 40-38, 76ers. Free throw shooting 90% to 82%, Philly. So the Hornets left 5 points out there. Rebounding, Hornets won that part of the game there, 47-31. Assists 26-22, and the Hornets had most of their assists in the fourth quarter. That, seriously, a lot of assists in the third quarter. Especially when you think about they only had 7 at halftime. There's your steals, blocks, turnovers, 19 turnovers by the Hornets. You cannot have that and win games like this when you're playing against Tyrese Maxey and Paul George. Points in the paint. Neither team dominated there, but points in the paint was tied up 38 apiece. 16 fast breaks for Philly, only 12 for the Hornets. And the largest lead by Philly was 19. All right, box scores. That's what everybody wants to see. Who scored the points? Who scored the points? All right, here we go. Paul George, 29 points. He was 6 of 9 from behind the 3-point line. Wow. Okay. That's darn good shooting right there. He was 10 of 16 from the field. Good shooting night for Paul George. Yabusele had 7 points. He had 12 rebounds. KJ Martin, 9 points. Tyrese Maxey, 21 points, and most of those was in the second half. Most of those were in the second half. I think Tyrese had maybe 5 points. Maybe 5 points at halftime. Kelly Oubre, 14 points. Caleb Martin had 5. Bonner, 6 points. Jared McCain, the rookie, with 17 points. And Council with 2. And for the Charlotte Hornets, Brandon Miller led all scorers with 34 points. He should have 16 threes. He shot 7 out of 16. He was 12 of 25 from the field. 12 of 25 from the field. So, and he shot 16 threes. So, yeah, shot more threes than anything. Salon, 10 points. He also snatched down 10 rebounds. Nick Richards, 22 points, 14 rebounds. Good to have the big man back. Josh Green did not score today. Micic had 5 points off the bench. Only 2 assists. Like, there's not a lot of assists by anybody. But the bench players had more assists than the starters. Diabate did not score today and only had 1 rebound in 10 minutes. Cody Martin, 12 points. Mark Williams had 4 and 3 rebounds. Curry, 2 points. Curry ain't going to be here long. I think once he gets traded from the Hornets, he probably is not going to find too many more places to go. I don't see it. I don't see it. This is his 10th season, so 10 seasons, that's good. That's good. 10 seasons in the NBA, that's you make a great living if you play 10 seasons. So that's good if he doesn't play anywhere else. And he was one of those guys that basically he played all 4 years in college, right? So that means he came out, he was like 22, so I didn't even take a look. So he is about 32 years old. Wow, he's 34. Yeah, he's definitely coming to the end. Definitely coming to the end. All right. And then Steph is older than that. Good gracious. All right. Like I said, Diabate did not score. Cody Martin with 12 points. Mark Williams with 4. Curry with 2. Nick Smith Jr. with 7. KJ Simpson with 7 points also. And there's a couple of guys that did not get into the game. Oh, my bad. KJ Simpson had 8 points. KJ Simpson, a new addition to the Hornets with all the injuries we've got. From Colorado. Just got drafted. In the second round. 6 foot, 189. Did a good job today. All right, we got Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson, I think they say he is the oldest player in the NBA. One of the oldest. He's 39 years old. So he and LeBron James about the same age. Wonder how many more years Taj got. He's going to play that 40. Going to play till he's 40 and then that's it. Birthday 6/24, so June 24th. Yup. All right, Daquan Jeffries. Didn't see him today. Daquan Jeffries, where do I know him from? Western Texas College. Western Texas College, 6'5", 222. Good size, but this is his 5th season, so he's been in the NBA. Isaiah Wong. Now he played for, I think it was like Miami, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Wong played for Miami. 6'4", 185. Had a really good college career. He actually got drafted in 23. Second round, the 55th pick. Just made it in, huh? That's what's up, Isaiah Wong. All right. Now, I just want to, just for kicks and giggles, Salon, what is he, 6'8"? Yeah, 6'8". A 6'8" guard. All right, so with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for tonight. We're going to get on out of here. Thank you for the 2 people that came in. Could have been more. It could have been like 3 people at times. But thank you all for stopping by, hanging out with me. I'm Coach Gary. What's going on? And I am out of here.